What's good? We back. Motor City Lions Talk. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow. We back. A couple videos today, and I seen on onepride.com, I think it's something like that. That they said the Lions need to bring in a run game coordinator, and if I'm definitely against that. And if your head coach and your offensive coordinator, your coaching staff, offensive line coach, running backs coach can't figure out how to effectively run the ball, then they shouldn't be in the positions that they are in. It's time to get somebody in here that can bring a real rounded offense to Detroit. Run coordinator, that's definitely out of the question. If we paying these guys all this money to coach the team and get the team where they need to be, then they better figure it out. And if they don't figure it out, we find somebody that can figure it out. That would be my mentality. You got all these teams that run the ball effectively enough. Green Bay, they plug in running backs. They run it effectively enough. New England, several running backs effectively run it enough. New Orleans before this year, they ran it good with a lot of different running backs. Never had one workhorse, but they ran it good whoever was in there. And that's what the Lions are missing. A lot of people blame Matthew Stafford for a lot of the woes. Oh, he making $135 million. He had this extension a couple years ago or this and that. At the end of the day, every quarterback isn't the same. When people know your offense and know what you're going to do and all that, you got to do something different. 3rd and 1, 4th and 1, goal line, at the goal line. What you expect him to do, man? What do you expect him to do? If the threat of the run isn't there, that just makes your offense one-dimensional. You have to run the ball. Especially when you don't have a tight end as well that can catch the ball and control the middle of the field, and you're not running the ball, and your receivers are always amongst league highs and drops. Come on. If you ran the ball more, your receivers will have more opportunity for cleaner catches. Your tight ends will have more opportunities for uncontested catches across the middle. Golden Tate will be more freer in the slot as well. Marvin Jones will see a lot more one-on-ones on the outside with Kenny Galladay as well. Because people don't understand about running the ball for you novice fans out there, or just you casual football fans that just like to watch, and you don't understand, why teams run it up the middle and get 1, 2, 3 yards or whatever the case may be. They run it to keep the defense honest. And once you're able to run the ball, and those 2, 3, 4 yard carries start turning to 10, 15 yard carries, then the defense has to respect it and bring another man in the box. And once you bring 8 men in the box, protect the run, you got usually one safety playing high. You might have a linebacker dropping back, lurking underneath to protect anything quick across the middle. You have one-on-one on the outside. And we have one-on-one on the outside. All your receiver has to do is beat the corner, and there's really nothing behind it. The safety must choose which receiver to cover, especially if you're running 2 fly routes down the middle, or if you're running something, if you're running a post route, then he gotta play that post. You got another receiver stretching down the field. It's that receiver versus that corner, and if that receiver is able to get a clean release off the line and have some speed, it's a 50-50 chance. More than that, the receiver is probably more entitled to catching that 50-50 ball. And in the play action, especially if the cornerback, if you have 8 men in the box and you play action, you're able to pick up, and max protect or pick up that blitz or whatever they bring in to stop the run. And the cornerbacks get caught looking in the backfield, then you get big plays. You see Seattle routinely do it. You'll see New Orleans do it. You see Tom Brady make a living off of it. That's the important thing of the run game. And also, the run game can be your best defense as well. If you're able to hand the ball off 30 times a game and only have Stafford drop 10, 15 times a game, you're able to grind it off. It protects your defense. It keeps your defense fresh. And sometimes your run game is your best defense. That's why you see a lot of times where good Super Bowl teams, they might not have the best quarterback, but they're able to functionally run the ball. And the defense is able to stop the run and play good defense. And once you're able to run the ball, it keeps your defense fresh. And you keep wearing the defense of the other team out as well by pounding the rock, and setting up play action. And, it's very vital. I'd rather be able to run the ball than throw for 300-400 yards a game, because running the ball, you eat time of possession, and it makes it easier on the quarterback to play action. The Lions haven't been able to crack that code for many, many years down. If you know, I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. I'll speak on this a little later in the prediction video I do with the Ravens and the Lions, which I'm gonna do next. I would fire the entire coaching staff. Maybe keep Terrell Austin. Maybe upgrade him to head coach. Interview him, see what's going on. But you got to get somebody in here with offensive staff that can change the mentality from the Lions from being a finesse, throw the ball around the field team, to add that edge to them, add that dirty dog to them, add that grimy, bring a new mentality about running the ball. You know, like that Tom Coughlin mentality, you know. Just real nasty, no nonsense, take no shit type of coach, you know, that has the blue-collar mentality that matches the city, who gets fired up and can match the fans and the players' intensity as well. We need that type of coach. But let me know what y'all think. We gone.